Alrighty, so now we're back doing step 4, which is finding the critical value. And I found it with the chi-square dot inverse dot RT, or you could do chi inverse point, whoopsie, equals chi inverse. If you forget equals, then all heck breaks loose. Alright, so then alpha, comma, degrees of freedom is just 2. You've already figured it out with all the subtractions and stuff in it, so don't need to agonize over that. So we would reject the null hypothesis because our test statistic, which is 5.595, is greater than our critical value, which was only 4.605. All right, what about the p-value? That would be equal to chi-squared dist, but this time it would be that for the degrees of freedom, 2, and then 5.595. Or for the old version, chi dist, again, oopsie, I just copied and pasted from an old spreadsheet, so that's why these are off by a little bit. And then, so it would be 5.595, comma, 2. And again, we reject our null hypothesis because our p-value, sorry, I'm getting distracted, because our p-value, which is 0.0609, is less than our alpha, which was 0.10. If it had been 0.05, we wouldn't have rejected. I don't know if you noticed that. That's what got me distracted. I thought, oh no, I've done it wrong, but I haven't. The alpha was 0.10 in this case. All right, so step 6, there is enough evidence to support the claim that gender and drop reasons, reason for dropping a class, are not independent. How about this? Are dependent. Right? So men and women drop classes for different reasons according to this. Alrighty, let's see what we got. So I think we've answered all of part B. So that was all part B. Part C is construct a conditional distribution of gender by drop reason and draw a bar graph. Okay. All right. Oh, I forgot to mention real quick. So see the p-value down here and the value right there? See them? So notice the value right up here, the test statistic, that's the same. And then the p-value, which we found is 0.0609, that's the same. So it's really backing us up the, what do you call it? Stat crunch, that's it. Okay, so now we need to make a conditional distribution, and I can put it anywhere. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it here because I'm going to move stat crunch down because I don't really need it right now. I'm going to move it down, not to the right. I'm going to make a conditional distribution right here. Conditional distribution. Now, what did it want? It wanted of gender by drop reason. Let's see that. Of gender by drop reason. Okay. Alrighty. So that means that I'm going to be going across the columns. Sorry, I mean down the columns, let's put it that way. Alright, so let me copy these in here real quick so I've got them. Alright, I want gender by drop reason. So whichever one they give you the by for, that's the one you work down or across. So since drop reasons are columns, I'm going to go down the columns. Well, let me show you another one. This one in the last problem was by level of education, so that's why we worked down the level of education columns. See? If they had said by yes or no, then we would have gone across the rows. In this problem, if they had said by gender, right, so of drop reason by gender, that would have been across the rows like this. Okay, so we are going to do 13 divided by 23, give the $23 signs, and then drag it down, and then do it again. All right, I'm going to fill it in. Hold on. There they are. All right, so I just did dollar signs for the bottom totals, and then I dragged them across. Then I'm going to highlight all of this, go to Insert, Column, pick a column chart, and there we go. And you can see that men are much more likely to quit because of work, and that's what I'm going to put down here. Okay, so that'll be the answer to part C. Men are much more likely to quit due to work, and women due to the course itself. Alrighty, we are done with chapter 12. I will see you back here for chapter 13.